Hey guys, today we're going to be breaking down Red Tapion's Zenkai Awakening and some other stuff I think we got this week. I know there's at least an Awakened equipment that we got this week, so this guy's Zenkai and an Awakened equipment I think is the content for this week. So I am going to remain fairly quiet until we get the next big release, which of course is going to be next week. Next week is going to be either an Ultra or an LF character. I think there's about an equal chance of both. This could be sort of a mirroring of what we got for the GT celebration. Remember in January we had a GT celebration. We got 2 LFs instead of an LF and an Ultra. And I think we could be getting the same thing during this celebration. Doesn't necessarily have to be an Ultra character. Could be an LF, Mega Rising, and an LF. So that's possible. Just throwing it out there. I think a lot is hinging on this next release. If they fumble or make a big mistake with this next release, I will probably make a rant video. We are at that point of this game being, I would say we're probably in the middle of the biggest dead period since the 2nd anniversary. We are in a very, very bad time in this game right now. This is not good, okay? But I am going to withhold commenting on this further until we see what the next release is, because they could do a very good job with the next release and all of a sudden it's fine. It's not that bad. So we'll see what happens next week, but this week is another very quiet week here. However, we know we are getting actually a raid. I think it's on Friday in 2 days from now, so that is pretty good because it at least gives us ways to farm resources and stuff like that. So Red Tapion, let's go ahead and take a look and see what he is able to do here. This is a very, very old character. This guy is like a 1.5. He released like basically a 1.5 years into the game, I believe, like right before the original Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta dropped. He came out next to Yellow Bardock, Dragon Ball Super Bardock. All right, so stats, we got to subtract 13,000. So 283 strike, 242 blast, and then like low 180 strike defense, high 170s blast defense. Yeah, his stats are pretty bad. Nothing crazy there. Strike cost up, inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade +2 to strike arts cost for 15 counts on hit. I believe that's already, yeah, he didn't pick that up, so he already had that. All right, I do have this kit pulled up in a separate window here. Let's see. So his blue card is the Brave Sword attack. This is a melee blue card. Massive slice, that goes up for major slice damage. 30% special move damage for 3 counts. That is new. And then on hit, he applies -100% to ki recovery debuff for 10 counts, which is the same. And then 100% chance to inflict heavy bleed, which is the same. So the only thing they gave him here was massive damage and then the extra damage, 30% special move damage, sure. All right, the green card, the Flute of Sealing, draws 1 new card. That's new. Restores on health by 10% and ki by 50. So that goes up from just ki by 20. He didn't used to heal either. Reduce enemy ki by 30. That goes up from 20. Seals enemies special move, special, ultimate, and awakened arts. So that goes from sealing just special move and special arts to also sealing ultimates and awakened. Sure. For 10 counts. So that goes up from 5 counts. Okay, so they actually did significantly buff this. I don't know if I would... I don't know if I really call this anything too insane still. I mean, sealing green cards could be pretty annoying, actually. I think that's probably the biggest value that we're going to be getting from this, is sealing green cards for 10 counts. But besides that, it just seems kind of mediocre. All right, main ability, Legendary Hero. Draws a special arts card. Next, he's going to draw the green card that we just looked at. Restores own ki by 50. Okay, so by the way, here's what his main ability was prior to Zenkai. I don't even think it's really worth looking at his old kit because he's just so old. His main ability prior to Zenkai was draw a special arts card next, seals all enemies' main abilities for 15 counts. That's what it was. So now he's getting 50 ki, 30% damage permanently. They're doing that a lot recently, where characters are getting permanent damage buffs from their main abilities. They've been doing that pretty frequently. Increases own arts card draw speed by 1 level for 30 counts. Nullifies enemy special actions for 30 counts. Okay, that's 30 counts of cover null. It's not bad. And then seals main abilities for 15 counts. Sure. Okay. I mean, him drawing a green card, getting it, yeah, I mean, it's definitely not horrible. 30 counts of cover null is really, really nice here. Z ability is 28% to strike attack and defense for movies, and then I'm assuming red is just movies. Or the Zenkai ability is red movies, yeah it is. So he actually could be a pretty effective bench character. He's double buffing stats with his Z ability, and then he's overlapped completely with his Zenkai ability. That's good for red. Could actually help the Broly a decent amount. And also, of course, he's probably here for Goku and Piccolo, although Goku and Piccolo are more of a blast character. And Goku and Piccolo also do have, I think, already some decent Zenkai buffers. Do they? Maybe not. But a lot of them are weak, like Red Janemba, Red Cell. Yeah, this guy could be good for them too. All right, unique abilities. Again, I'm not even going to bother looking at the old ones because they're just like 3 lines. Resolute Faith. Falling effects occur when this character enters the battlefield. Reducing by 30, 80% damage, 70% reduced damage received. And then a card draw speed by 1 level for 10 counts. Okay, so he's getting double card draw speed, assuming you pop the main ability like right away. -5 to own strike and blasters cost, 15 counts. Ruins ally sub count by 1, sure. Applies the following effects to allied episode sagas from the movies or character trunks when this character is switched to standby. Restores health by 10% and 25% to damage inflicted for 15 timer counts. Okay. I mean, he's supporting movies, characters. So they actually, based on what I'm seeing here, it looks like they sort of combined. Because this actually was part of... This is like, yeah, they sort of like combined the effects here. Okay, interesting. All right, next one. Applies the following effects self according to the number of remaining battle members when this character enters the battlefield. 3 battle members, he's getting 40% strike damage. 2 battle members, 40% damage. Okay, I mean, it's not really a huge difference there. It's just for blast damage, I guess. 1 battle member, restores health by 30% and 50% damage. Okay. Something tells me you're not really often going to have this character being your last unit alive. The following effects occur when this character enters the battlefield if character Trunks is a battle member. 20% to damage inflicted by allied character Trunks. 10% to allied character Trunks' health restoration. I'm a little nervous now because I don't know if there's an existing Trunks that I would want to use with this character, right? Take a look at his teams. This guy's on 1 team. Sagas from the movies. He has 0 tags. This character has 0 tags. The only team he's on is movies. So when you're telling me that you want to, this character is designed to be ran alongside a Trunks character, what Trunks are we using on movies here? What exactly do you have in mind for Trunkses to run next to this character? Makes me a little nervous for the next release, but we'll see. The power to seal the Phantom Majin applies the following effects to self when battle starts. 50% to damage inflicted, 50% to ki recovery. Okay. Following effects occur every time when faced with an enemy. Restores own ki by 30. Okay, so he's getting 60 ki on entry. He's getting 30 here plus 60 here. That's pretty good. 10% strike damage for 10 counts, and then reduce enemy ki by 15. I like 60 ki on entry. That's a lot. Following effects occur every time the enemy uses an arts card while this character's in the battlefield. Restores health by 3%. Inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade plus 5 to strike and blasters cost for 5 counts. That actually is very annoying. Cost stacking. We've seen that on a few characters now. That cost stacking effect is pretty annoying. The following effects occur every time when hit with an enemy's arts attack while this character's in the battlefield. 10% damage inflicted for 15 counts, and then reduce enemy ki by 20. Activates once. Then it's going to reset. Additional 15% to damage inflicted by allies if own remaining health is 50% or below. Huh. I feel like that should just activate 50% or below. You know what this should have been? This should have been after enemy attack is over or something. Having to be below 50% is just annoying. So what is the total damage? Let's just see. Total damage is 80 here. That's it. I'm just going to assume 40 from this. That's 120. And then 50 here. It's 170. And then he's getting 10%. So let's just say 180% being generous. 180% damage inflicted. That's just not going to cut it anymore. Like, we're seeing characters just have 300% damage at this point. Okay. I mean, he is supporting movies characters. 25% damage, 15 counts when he swaps out. And that's something. And then he does have some disrupt. And then he's getting this extra support when he has less than 50% HP. So he's actually giving, what is that, 40% damage support to movies, assuming he has 50% or less health. That's not bad. But yeah, this is definitely not a character you're going to be seeing competitively in any regard in PvP, but he should make for a pretty solid bench character, which I guess is what we can ask for from Zenkais these days. So, all right, let's go ahead and check out the archive. Is there anything besides the new Awakened equipment? I doubt it, but let's just check. Got the co-op season still going on, the same PvP season is still going on, and there's no new unique equipment. So yeah, it looks like it's just the new Awakened equipment, whatever it is. The TAPION equipment. All right, this is for just movies, I'm assuming. Sagas from the movies in red. Okay. Slot 1 is 12% strike and health restoration. Slot 2 is 20% strike. Slot 3 is 10% health and 10% special move damage. Yeah, it's not bad. I like the fact that it has both health restoration and health. Sort of like a double whammy there. Special move damage and strike. Yeah, that's solid. I think the Red Broly actually could benefit from this a lot. Just him getting even more special move damage can be pretty good, and health is always nice, and health restoration. Remember that Broly in base form, whenever he gets hit for the first few times, does have his healing, so that could be effective. And he's healing a lot when he transforms too. So yeah, this is not a bad equip. Nothing really to complain about here. Clearly this is not going to be as effective on Goku and Piccolo because they're more of a blast character. Tapion, this will be really good too. So sure, it seems pretty solid. And that's it. That's the whole update. It's the 7th consecutive week of, sort of just mediocre stuff here. So let me know what you guys think of this week's update with Red Tapion Zenkai, and we have the Awakened equipment. Again, we are getting a raid, which is going to be nice. I think that's starting on Friday. And then we also do have this banner. I think it's already out, actually. It's the summon. I'm going to be doing a separate video summoning on this. They are giving some arts boost stuff here, right? Yeah, full boost arts cores. If you guys haven't realized, they started giving these full boost arts cores out in a lot of like packs and summons and stuff like that for people to be incentivized to summon, even if they don't need anything on these banners, which is the only reason why I'm even going to be summoning on this, is so I can get this arts boost material. But that's sort of their way to incentivize people who, like, for me, like, who don't even, like, I don't need any of these characters. But I do want the arts cores here. So that's why I'm going to be summoning on this, but they started doing that. I mean, they're just going to be putting these arts boost materials on banners and, certain shops where, or like deals in the shop, even though people don't necessarily need these things. Also getting 2 of the multi-Z power 200 from this, huh? Okay, how long does this go until? The 19th? Oh, the 19th. Okay, so maybe I'm not going to even do this until a few days from now, so that I can at least save the Z power, just in case next week's release is an LF instead of an Ultra. Because I want to be able to use this on whatever the next release is if it's an LF. Okay, well, there we go. That is this week's update. Let me know what you guys think. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one.